Hello dear viewers of My Gambia. Today our special guests are the creators of Brunch and Event. On my right I have Dr Ismail Badjie and Mr Momodou BT Senghore. On my left I have Miss Oli Saja Taal and Mr Robin Nachif. Thank you for joining us, guys. So what is Brunch and?
Thank you, Ella. So Brunch and they're just events that bring together professionals, entrepreneurs, and executives on a monthly basis to kind of enjoy fine dining, but also add an activity that just promotes networking. It's been going on for a couple of months now.
And you guys are four. So how did you come together? Were you doing some sort of business or you were just friends?
Well, it just started out as a friendly game of golf that we started conversing, me and Mr. Robin Nachif. We decided that we're going to have a game of golf as friends, and we decided to also add a group of different friends to come and join us on the course. And next minute, we're like, okay, let's speak to Dr. Badjie. He wanted to do something which is networking and golf. And then the conversation just started flowing. Next minute, we have Mr. Senghore here. They just came and we turned it into Brunch and Events. So we thought we'll just make it into an event that add value to each other's lives. And that's how we came about.
So how did you develop the idea of Brunch and?
As Oli mentioned, it was a chance meeting where we were talking about playing a round of golf, and then Is came into the picture, and eventually when we met at the golf course, Mo came into the picture, and that's how the four of us became Brunch. It wasn't Brunch and yet. And then when we finally sat down and met, we were saying like, okay, let's do a golf event, and then it turned into like what's missing in the market, and we felt like we could add a lot of value to Gambia and to actually introduce a networking event because we're all professionals, and as professionals we felt like there was a lot that was missing whenever we were off work, whenever we had free time, or even just Robin and Is know each other, but what do we actually do? We don't even know. So that's how it developed, and then we decided that, you know what, let's do it into a monthly thing, and we could change it to different events, and that's how the "and" was added to Brunch. So then it started off as Brunch and Golf, then Brunch and Amazing Race, and then it's going to continue from there.
It could have been any event. So why did you make it a networking event instead?
I think we saw value in networking. I think the benefit to the four of us, we've been around the world. We've kind of seen what's happening in a lot of places where, excellence is celebrating, getting to know each other is celebrating. We all come from very different works of life in our professional lives, but we saw commonality in just wanting to not only get to know each other, but have spaces that we could enjoy, be it good food or physical activity. And there's just value. There's not a culture of networking in Gambia. So if anything, we saw it as an opportunity just to add value to the Gambian ecosystem and allow professionals a safe space that they could play, but also, get to know each other. And we decided why not create this for a lot of people who are craving what Brunch and has become.
The response from the targeted group have been inspiring. What do you think is the key to success to make an event successful in such a short period?
I think, as my friends have already said, this was something that most of the people that come to the event, they know the value of networking. And that was something that was missing. So the benefits of networking was something they all jumped to. Now, if you add some sort of fun, healthy aspect to it, and on top of that, fine dining, where everyone can come on a Sunday, have a great food, and continue that networking, it was a recipe for success anyway. We always make sure that whatever we're doing, we do it to the best standard possible. And I think the people appreciate that also.
Each of you brings your own value to the event. So where do your experience come from and what do each of you contribute to it?
Personally, I have experience in the hospitality sector for a number of years, and I think that would be my main contribution to it, understanding the market needs and how people react to it.
Well, for me, for the past 15 years, I've worked in corporate events in Australia and New Zealand, specifically in Sydney and Melbourne. And just traveling around the world, and with those experiences I had in Australia, coming back home, that allowed me to see the gaps coming back home, that we needed quality events that is visualized accordingly. This way we can change the narrative of what Africa has to offer.
Yeah, so I think as the healthcare provider in the group, I've always valued physical activity. I think exercise like golf, walking, running. What you find is a lot of professionals, because our lives are so busy, we make little time to actually have fun or move. So adding components of physical activity, fun games that we probably used to play when we were younger, just I think added more value, because once again it gives adults an opportunity to forget about most of the things that they're responsible for, and even if it's a 1 hour or two, just engage in activity that's healthy, promoting healthy lives as well too. That's a key component to Brunch.
I think especially with my background in engineering and project management, I try to make sure that we have structure in what we're doing. As we said, it's a very diverse group, so it's good to make sure that as much as we can make use of that diverse group, we also have some sort of structure and organization to what we do. So whatever we plan during the planning and the implementation phase, things are done efficiently.
Wow, thank you. So the event is 2-day event. Why is that?
We decided to make it a 2-day event, especially for young families, so that they get a chance once a month to plan ahead, and it's difficult to commit to a whole day. So we gave them the opportunity to participate in an activity on a Saturday and then go back home and then come back the next day for the brunch, and it just gives it that little razzmatazz, let's say. And then on top of it, it also allows people that can't commit to the 2 days to select one of the events to come into.
And I guess for me, the Saturday events, I'm passionate about Saturday events because a lot of people that know me know I'm a fitness junkie. And I think what's been a pleasant revelation to all of us is, one, how competitive a lot of the young professionals in the Gambia are. We think a lot of people might show up just to have a good time. No, people are competing as if their lives depend on it. But a lot of people are also finding out that a lot of challenges that you think physically your body can't do, if you're engaged in a group sense or you're doing it with somebody else, it makes it easier.
Yeah, so the brunch takes place in Place B, which is renowned for its high-end events and fine dining. Why Place B?
I like to shed a bit of light into Place B and brunch and events because it falls very much in line in how we see things, which first and foremost is to promote African excellence, but specifically Gambian excellence in this part. So my partners, Ricky and Hatib, when we were creating Place B, we were very intentional in making it wholly Gambian owned because we wanted to showcase to the next generation what is possible. We were tired of hearing that Gambia doesn't have this, Gambia doesn't have that, you have to go to Senegal, you have to go to Europe. So we wanted to show that that is not true. We could do something here. We believe that if we had any foreign partner, even though it would have been our creation, they would have gotten the credit because that is the Gambian mindset. And it's time to change that. You don't have to leave Gambia to do what you like. And so this fell very much in line with the brunch and idea. And I can't take the credit for this because it's the wonderful team at Place B, from the chefs all the way down to our hostesses. They all create this experience for the clientele that comes here. And it very much falls in line with the brunch and mandate, and it was just like a match made in heaven, to be honest.
So that brings me to my favorite part, the activity part. Where do you have the ideas from?
Honestly, I think so much of the process has been us remembering how playing games when we were young used to be like. I think obviously you have components like golf because we have a shared passion in golf. But the Amazing Race, for example, that was a collection of, games that we used to play when we were younger, popular games. It could be from a TV show, a game show, just to kind of make it fun. Because the whole idea about the activities is how do we make it competitive? But we find activities that's not too strenuous where you have to be a professional athlete to do it, but hard enough where you'll feel challenged. At the end of the day, you may feel like you just did a workout. The last Amazing Race, for example, where we took a popular Netflix TV show, Money Heist, and built a whole challenge around the TV show. But I think the excitement also comes from the suspense of not knowing what the challenges are going to be. which is why I think Amazing Race has been such a huge success, because it becomes, okay, what are they going to do next? People are craving more challenges because more and more people feel like, okay, that's one event I shouldn't have missed. Because I think the after effect it becomes a lot more popular that way.
Thank you. What do we expect in the coming events?
Well, definitely Amazing Race has been very successful and in very high demand. Probably one of the first things that we're looking to do is replicate that, but something for families and kids. So it could be a whole family affair. And in addition to that, we're looking to go bigger, better. We're planning to do a citywide Amazing Race probably sometime in December, because we also had a lot of interest from a lot of people in the diaspora. So this would be their chance to come and experience, the brunch. But we're not limited to just Amazing Race. This is something that our customers pretty much have demanded, another brunch. But the concept, even the name brunch, it leaves open to whatever activity we want to do. So we started off with golf. We have suggestions for brunch and tennis, kayaking, painting, trivia. So the sky's the limit.
So just to add on to our brunching events, and one thing that has really stood out to me, and I'm sure to everyone else, especially my brother said, which is the best dressed king and queen of the event. And even though they're not meant to be participating, they make sure that they start dressing up probably 4 hours before this event. And they start posting their socks to the groups, and yet they don't win. But as I said, we have the winners of Saint Cinemas, which is the king and queen of best dress for brunch and events.
I think it's very important that we highlight how the awards are done, because let's say family members have been the winners and we've been accused of being biased. So actually how it goes is that the previous winners are also judges. So this is our disclaimer to make sure that it's not our fault that people that have won are associated with us. It's just because they're the deserved winners.
So how can our viewers join the event? Is it open to everyone?
Yeah, I think Brunch is open to everyone. I think the first place is social media. We have good content on social media. I think it's one of the best places to find out what's going on, what upcoming events they are to participate in. Obviously, our primary target are just professionals across the board. That could be from startup companies, founders, entrepreneurs, but also not limiting young professionals who have young families. So we will be intentional about creating some events that allows, young parents to bring their kids and also partake in some of the activities. And I think one of the unique things about the events is you don't have to have a team or know somebody to participate. We're intentional about making it open to people who may just want to show up because they might be traveling as a business person in town. So it also encourages a lot of people who are traveling to Gambia. I think our vision is finding on your calendar if there's a brunch and event while you're in the Gambia and making sure you don't miss out on that opportunity. Follow us on social media, Brunch and Events. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, to meet the right people. So it's very welcoming, and I think that's why following our activities is always a good way of kind of staying in the loop with what we have to come, but it's definitely open to everybody.
And to add on to what Ismail has said, I think it's also very important to realize that we're creating an opportunity for new professionals, new in the Gambia, people that have just moved into the Gambia who do not really know anyone. And we all know that we've all been there before, where it's a struggle to get to know people. So we've created an opportunity where you can just sign up, come in, and then we've created this environment where you get to meet everyone, professionals, in a very fun setting.
Okay. So it seems Brunch and Event is a perfect event for team building. Can also companies and groups join?
That's also part of what we want to create. Not just individuals, but that's why some of the games are designed so it's a team game. We have people come in as a team or individuals who then form a team to meet new people. And with each event, we also reach out to different corporates to get them to join, because the games are designed to be able to communicate together, to trust in each other, to know everybody's strengths and weaknesses, so that you can choose who does what challenge and who does another challenge.
So what is the bigger picture for Brunch and in the future?
The bigger picture for Brunch is to continue just delivering exquisite and amazing events that brings people together. And also, Brunch is actually a part of a parent company, which is Fajara Bespoke Events, which actually curates corporate events, corporate getaways, retreats, trade shows, seminars, you name it, we do in regards to events, corporate events. So we have things lined up like some beach parties. The beach is not utilized for a lot of things, especially when the tourist season is down or up. But for young Gambians, going to the beach on Sunday used to be very popular, and it still is. But creating a beach party where everyone comes together, looks good, have fun, and continue networking, adding value to each other's lives, whether it's through fun, whether it's through dancing alone, whatever it is, we just have a lot up and coming. We also do tailor-made events for companies to encourage team building exercise, which can be a standalone event focus, company focus, kids events, family events. And we just want to make sure that there's a lot of activity that we're providing for young Gambians and professionals, families to attend. And this is the bigger picture. Well, we'd definitely love to thank My Gambia for being there from the onset, just running with their cameras and drones. It's like they're literally participating in our events, but also just visually executing the vision that we do have on paper, on social media. The images come out beautiful, and they have just been very supportive. And I speak for all of us when we say we're very, very grateful, My Gambia, for doing this as well.
You're welcome. So the Brunch becomes bigger and better. Thank you for honoring the interview, guys. It was nice to have you. And thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our social media pages on My Gambia. You can also follow the social media page of Brunch and Events. Thank you.